It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Titans and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And returning it, here's Hamler. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at back-to-back stops, make it 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Houston. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Cohen gets it again on 2nd. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They go play action now. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Cohen. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now, rolling to his right. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play that time for the Titans. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
Oh, man, can't do that.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Mayfield on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. First, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for the Titans.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's a Titans touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
I got it. Mike 3. Mike 3.
They go play action. Mayfield. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield completes it to Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Touchdown, Texans! Albert Okwuegbunam, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Come on now!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mayfield's throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Draw play, Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 38, Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik McDowell coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And the Texans are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Mayfield throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Cohen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down under 2 minutes to go in